There are homes filled with vibrant energy that keep their owners healthy, bring peace of mind, and create favorable conditions for work and life. But there are also homes that accumulate negative energy, making the people living there constantly sick, draining their finances, and bringing endless misfortune for no apparent reason. Have you ever wondered whether your home is bringing you luck and tranquility? In Buddhist teachings, a house is not just a physical space. It is also a place that nurtures the soul, helps people cultivate mindfulness, and guides them toward enlightenment. A clean, pure home filled with positive energy will bring happiness and increase blessings for the family. On the other hand, if a house accumulates too much stagnant energy and is overwhelmed with unfavorable elements, sickness and misfortune can strike at any moment. So how can you tell if your home is a place of peace and harmony? Let us explore 10 warning signs that indicate your home may be negatively affecting your health and destiny. By understanding these signs, you will know how to resolve them, keeping your home clean, balanced, and filled with peace and blessings for every family member. 1. A home overloaded with electronic devices. In today's world, technology is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it has made our lives easier and more connected. On the other, it has the potential to slowly erode our mental and emotional well-being. Technology offers a convenience that was unimaginable just a few decades ago, providing endless access to information, entertainment, and communication. Yet this very convenience can come at a cost. Buddhism teaches that balance is essential. In all things, there must be moderation. When technology is overused, especially in the intimate space of the home, it disrupts the natural harmony of life. A home flooded with electronic devices, especially in bedrooms and living rooms, can disturb the peace of a household. Scientific studies have shown that excessive screen time, particularly before bed, disrupts our natural sleep cycles by suppressing melatonin production due to blue light emitted by screens. What this means is that the very devices intended to entertain or inform us can lead to chronic sleep disturbances. Over time, sleep deprivation leads to fatigue, stress, reduced cognitive function, and increased emotional strain. Many individuals unknowingly develop a dependence on their devices, scrolling through social media or watching TV late into the night, but wake up feeling unrefreshed, mentally drained, and unmotivated. Buddhist philosophy often highlights the importance of mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in the moment. Mindfulness is an essential foundation for cultivating inner peace, and technology, when left unchecked, can become a major distraction from this mindfulness. A home filled with screens often fosters shallow interactions, replacing meaningful conversations with notifications and digital distractions. The Buddha taught that the mind is everything. What you think, you become. If we allow our minds to be constantly distracted by technology, we lose touch with the essence of human connection, love, and warmth that should fill our homes. To cultivate peace within the family and home, mindfulness is key. Buddhism encourages setting boundaries in all areas of life. Establishing tech-free zones in the home, such as the kitchen or bedroom, ensures that time spent there is dedicated to connection and presence. Designating screen-free hours, especially during meals and before sleep, allows families to truly reconnect with one another, engage in meaningful conversation, and foster a sense of shared presence. True peace and happiness don't come from the latest gadgets or trends. They come from our intention to prioritize what truly matters: connection with one another, mindfulness in our actions, and a life that honors the present moment. 2. Living too close to a cemetery or a high-accident area. In Buddhist philosophy, energy is believed to be present in all things, in places, objects, and even emotions. The energy of a location can have a profound impact on those who reside there. A cemetery, for example, is a place of mourning, loss, and transition. It carries with it an energy of sorrow and impermanence, which can subtly affect the well-being of those living nearby. The energy of a place reflects the emotions and history it has witnessed. A principle rooted in Buddhist teachings reminds us that our surroundings are never neutral. They are shaped by the events that have transpired within them. Practically, cemeteries often create environments that foster stagnant energy. They tend to be damp, receive minimal sunlight, and are filled with silent memories of loss. These conditions can lead to physical discomfort, including respiratory issues caused by mold or mildew. Moreover, living in proximity to such places can result in unexplained feelings of fatigue, heaviness, and sadness. From a spiritual standpoint, places associated with grief, loss, and tragedy tend to retain negative vibrations. Just as temples and sacred places radiate peace due to the accumulation of prayers and positive energy, cemeteries hold on to the sorrow and unresolved emotions of those who once visited them. Buddhist wisdom teaches that external conditions do not define our inner peace, unless we allow them to. While we cannot always control the environments in which we live, we can control how we respond to them. If moving away from a cemetery or accident-prone area is not possible, there are ways to counteract negative energy in the home. Bamboo or rosemary plants can help cleanse stagnant air, while chanting mantras or reciting sacred sutras, such as the Heart Sutra, can elevate the spiritual vibration of the space. Meditation practices, particularly those focusing on compassion and healing, can also create a shield against negative influences. Ultimately, peace is cultivated within. We choose how to react to our environment, and by cultivating positivity, we can change the energy of any space. 3. A home overloaded with clutter and disorder. The Buddha often taught that everything in life is impermanent, including the energy within our homes. When we hold on to physical objects or emotional baggage that no longer serve us, we disrupt the natural flow of energy in our living spaces. Clutter can become an external manifestation of internal chaos, creating a mental burden that prevents us from embracing the present moment. The Buddha taught that attachment is the root of suffering. Many of us hold on to possessions out of fear of letting go, fear of scarcity, or fear of forgetting the past. We collect, hoard, and fill our homes with things, thinking they might one day be useful or that they somehow represent a part of ourselves. However, like the weeds that grow unchecked in a garden, this clutter accumulates and obstructs the flow of positive energy. The practice of decluttering is not just about physical cleaning, but about spiritual cleansing, releasing attachments, making space for the present, and inviting new blessings into our lives. The Zen tradition, in particular, emphasizes the importance of a simple, organized environment. A cluttered home reflects a cluttered mind. When we let go of unnecessary items, we free up not only our physical space, but also our emotional and mental energy. In the process, we allow new opportunities and positive energy to flow freely, creating a more harmonious environment for our family and ourselves. The act of decluttering becomes symbolic of our desire to release the past and move forward with clarity. 4. A house that lacks natural light and fresh air. In the Buddhist tradition, light is often seen as a symbol of wisdom, clarity, and enlightenment. Fresh air, on the other hand, represents the breath of life, the very essence of vitality. Just as our minds crave clarity and insight, our bodies and spirits need light and fresh air to thrive. When a home lacks these fundamental elements, it can feel heavy, suffocating, and draining, leaving its inhabitants feeling exhausted, uninspired, or even unwell. The Buddha once said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life." Light, in this sense, is not just physical, it is the spiritual illumination that nurtures wisdom and insight. Without it, the mind can become clouded with confusion, and the spirit can feel stifled. Just as sunlight is essential for plant growth, it is equally vital for our mental health. In scientific terms, sunlight has a profound impact on our well-being. Exposure to natural light stimulates the production of serotonin, the hormone responsible for feelings of happiness and emotional stability. In homes that are dimly lit or deprived of natural light, this lack of sunlight can lead to conditions like seasonal affective disorder, SAD, a form of depression triggered by long periods of darkness. Buddhist teachings remind us that true wisdom and peace arise from clarity, mental clarity that is often supported by exposure to light. Similarly, fresh air plays a crucial role in maintaining balance and health within a home. The practice of anapanasati, or mindful breathing, is central to many Buddhist meditations. It is said that the act of focused breathing helps cleanse the mind, calm the emotions, and connect deeply with the present moment. However, if the air in a home is stagnant, polluted, or stale, It can negatively affect both physical and mental health. Just as a closed room traps foul air, an unexamined mind traps negative thoughts and emotions. Negative energy thrives in a stagnant environment, leading to feelings of stress, fatigue, and unease. In Buddhism, impermanence is a key concept. The idea that everything in life is in a constant state of change. Just as our minds must remain flexible and open to change, our living environments must allow the free flow of air and light to maintain balance. A home that is sealed off, with no fresh air or natural light, is like a mind that is trapped in negative thoughts, unable to breathe freely. To counteract these effects, the first step is to open windows regularly, letting fresh air flow through the home. Even if your space lacks abundant natural light, mirrors can help reflect and amplify light, brightening up dim rooms. Buddhism teaches that mindfulness in the little things can bring about great change. And this includes cultivating an environment that nurtures your spirit. Introducing air-purifying plants such as snake plants, peace lilies, or bamboo not only cleanses the air, but also brings a living energy into the space, much like how meditation brings life to the mind. These plants can act as silent guardians, bringing natural energy into the home, improving air quality, and enhancing the flow of positive energy. Even lighting candles or burning incense can uplift the environment, filling the air with soothing fragrances and helping to dispel any lingering negativity. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha says, "Just as a flower does not pick and choose the bees, the wise do not select their thoughts but allow them to come naturally." This teaching speaks to the importance of creating an environment where the mind can flourish naturally. By cultivating spaces of light and fresh air, we allow our thoughts, emotions, and spirits to flow freely, unburdened by heaviness or stagnation. 5. Living near polluted or stagnant water. In Buddhist philosophy, water is a powerful symbol of life's flow, representing the purity of the mind and the natural course of existence. In its natural flowing state, water represents clarity, prosperity, and vitality. Just as a flowing river nourishes the land it passes, clear moving water in our lives symbolizes the unimpeded flow of energy, both physical and spiritual. Conversely, stagnant water is seen as an obstruction, one that symbolizes blocked emotions or unresolved issues that are left to sit without resolution. The Buddha often used water as a metaphor for the mind. The mind is like a still lake. When calm, it reflects everything clearly. When disturbed, it cannot show us the truth. Stagnant water, just like a disturbed mind, cannot reflect the truth. It becomes murky, filled with debris, and offers no clarity. Similarly, stagnant emotions, unexamined thoughts, and unresolved past experiences prevent us from seeing life clearly. Homes near polluted lakes, swamps, or stagnant bodies of water often have higher humidity levels, which can foster mold and mildew growth, leading to respiratory problems, allergies, and physical discomfort. The energy of stagnant water can also affect the spiritual and mental state of the household. When the energy in a home feels stagnant, it can be a reflection of our own emotional or mental state. Have you ever felt like life was at a standstill? Like opportunities were slipping away despite your best efforts? Stagnant water mirrors that sense of emotional blockage and lack of forward movement in life. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that just as we must cleanse our minds through meditation and mindful practice, we must also purify our environment to maintain harmony. Living near stagnant or polluted water requires effort to maintain energetic balance in the home. Regularly cleansing the space through rituals like burning sage, opening windows to let in fresh air, or moving furniture can help restore vitality and movement to the environment. Introducing a small indoor water fountain with moving water can also enhance positive energy, helping to facilitate the flow of life within the home. The Buddha teaches that when we face challenges, we should not simply endure them, but actively engage in right action to bring about positive change. In this case, addressing the energy and environmental factors in our home that may be contributing to stagnation allows us to restore clarity and flow. Just as we clear away physical clutter, we also clear away emotional baggage, making space for new opportunities and growth. 6. Lack of clean water. In Buddhism, water is not only the source of life, but also a key symbol of purification and clarity. The Buddha often used the metaphor of water to describe the mind. Clear, untroubled water reflects wisdom, while polluted water distorts reality and causes suffering. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha says, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." The same principle applies to the water we use in our homes. It must remain pure and nourishing for both our bodies and minds. In many Buddhist traditions, water is revered as sacred. Before drinking, monks may chant over water, offering gratitude and blessing it with mindfulness. This practice acknowledges the sacredness of water and the life-giving energy it provides. Just as we purify our thoughts through right actions, we must ensure the water we consume and use is equally pure. Water that is contaminated can lead to physical ailments, digestive issues, skin problems, and other health concerns. But it also impacts the energy of the home. When water is pure, it flows freely, bringing vitality and life. Similarly, when the mind is clear, it reflects wisdom and peace. Impure water, much like an unsettled mind, brings about imbalance and negativity. In the Buddhist practice of mindfulness, we are encouraged to cleanse both our minds and our environment. In the same way, investing in quality water filtration systems ensures that the water we consume is pure, nourishing, and sustaining for our well-being. Gratitude for the essentials, like clean water, fosters inner peace and harmony in our lives. Regularly purifying the water sources in our homes, expressing gratitude for them, and treating them with respect is a mindful practice that transforms our living space into a sanctuary. A home with clean, flowing water reflects a clear and healthy mind, inviting peace, clarity, and health into every corner. 7. Living near a waste disposal area. The Buddha once said, "A pure mind leads to a pure world." This teaching reminds us that the environment around us often reflects our internal state. When a home is near a waste disposal area, it is not only physically affected by pollutants, but also energetically influenced by the negative vibrations of garbage and decay. In Buddhist philosophy, cleanliness is an expression of mindfulness. Just as we must cleanse our minds through meditation and right action, we must cleanse our living environment. Areas that are near landfills or waste disposal zones often harbor negative energy, which can seep into the atmosphere of your home. These places are filled with bacteria, insects, and the fumes of decay, creating an environment that is not conducive to peace. The Buddha taught us that external conditions are not the cause of our suffering, but how we respond to them. If you cannot move away from a polluted area, you can still counteract the negative effects by maintaining your home with care and mindfulness. Ensure that your living space is always clean and free of clutter, use air purifiers to improve air quality, and introduce air purifying plants like aloe vera or spider plants. These simple yet powerful actions can elevate the energy in your home, transforming it into a space of healing despite external challenges. By practicing dana or generosity, by supporting environmental causes or partaking in local cleanup efforts, you can also shift the energy around you. In this way, even a home near a waste disposal site can become a beacon of positive energy and compassion, creating harmony out of external adversity. 8. A home filled with negative memories. In Buddhism, it is said that the mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow. This metaphor applies not just to our internal mental state, but also to the spaces we inhabit. Homes that have witnessed loss, tragedy, or constant arguments can hold on to emotional imprints, creating a lasting effect on the energy of the space. Even if previous residents have moved on, the unresolved energy of sadness, fear, or anger can linger in the walls of a home, subtly affecting those who live there now. This negative energy can feel heavy and draining, often manifesting in family tensions or unexplained feelings of discomfort. Buddhist teachings encourage us to purify our surroundings, just as we purify our minds. One practice is the ritual of cleansing the space with incense, chanting mantras, or performing a space blessing to release the old energy and make room for peace and joy. Even simple actions, such as opening the windows to let in fresh air, can break up stagnant energy and bring a sense of renewal to the home. It is also important to create new, positive memories in the space. As the Buddha taught, What we think, we become. By filling your home with acts of kindness, gratitude, and love, you can overwrite the negative vibrations of the past and create a sanctuary that nurtures peace and happiness for all who live there. 9. Frequent insect or pest infestations. Insects and pests in the home can often be more than just a physical nuisance. They are a reflection of imbalance or neglect, both in the physical space and the energy surrounding it. In Buddhist philosophy, the mind is frequently compared to a garden. A well-tended garden yields beautiful plants, vibrant flowers, and fruitful harvests. However, if neglected, weeds will begin to sprout and take over, suffocating the healthy growth. Pests, like weeds in the garden of the mind, can invade and disrupt the natural flow of energy when attention and care are lacking. The Buddha taught that the mind, like a garden, requires regular maintenance. Through meditation, mindfulness, and conscious effort, we clear the mental weeds that block our clarity and understanding. Similarly, our homes require the same care. When our living spaces become cluttered, disorganized, or neglected, it invites not only physical pests, but also negative energies that disrupt peace and harmony. A house with frequent insect infestations is often a sign that balance has been disturbed, perhaps through poor cleanliness, excess clutter, or stagnant energy. The more we neglect these areas, the more we open the door for disturbances, both physical and energetic. A Buddhist teaching that underscores the interconnectedness of all life is the principle of compassion. The Buddha taught that we must extend compassion to all living beings, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. This includes insects and pests, which, though they may seem bothersome, are part of the natural order. They are living creatures too, with their own role in the ecosystem. Just as we practice compassion by being mindful of our own actions, we must also approach pest control with a sense of non-harm. Instead of using harsh chemicals or traps that harm these creatures, we can adopt natural and humane repellents, such as citronella, peppermint oil, or diatomaceous earth. These remedies are aligned with Buddhist principles of nonviolence, as they allow us to maintain a peaceful and harmonious environment without causing unnecessary suffering. A home free from pests is not just healthier physically, it is more peaceful spiritually. A clean, organized home creates an environment where energy flows freely and balance is restored, both externally and internally. To bring balance back to your living space, consider not only addressing the physical cleanliness, but also ensuring the energy within the home is vibrant and flowing. When you maintain a peaceful and well-kept space, you attract positive energy and protect the balance of life within your home. Buddhist practices like mindful cleaning, using incense, or creating designated spaces for meditation and reflection can further help maintain a home filled with serenity. 10. A house with constant family conflicts. A home filled with constant arguments, stress, and unresolved conflicts can be a breeding ground for negative energy. In Buddhist teachings, attachment to the ego is often identified as the root cause of these conflicts. The desire to be right, to control others, or to hold on to past grievances creates tension, disharmony, and suffering. Much like the weeds that sprout in an untended garden, ego-driven arguments and power struggles can choke out the love, peace, and connection that should fill the space. When these conflicts are allowed to fester, they accumulate like layers of dust in the air, heavy, suffocating, and unhealthy. The Buddha, in his profound wisdom, taught us about the importance of right speech, one of the essential practices in the Eightfold Path. Right speech is not only about the words we say, but also about their intention, tone, and the impact they have on others. Words can be like arrows, they can wound, or they can heal. When speech is filled with anger, frustration, or judgment, it creates a toxic environment that absorbs and amplifies negative energy. Over time, a home filled with harsh words and unresolved tensions becomes a place of emotional heaviness, where true peace and understanding are hard to find. The Buddha also taught that our actions and words should be rooted in compassion and mindfulness. In a home where conflict is frequent, it is crucial to practice patience, active listening, and understanding. Mindfulness allows us to be aware of our emotions and reactions in the moment, so that we can respond with kindness rather than react with anger. By practicing right speech, families can create an environment where love, understanding, and mutual respect can flourish. To shift the energy in a home full of conflict, simple changes in behavior can make a profound difference. Listening with an open heart, instead of reacting defensively, helps to create a safe space for open communication. Taking a pause before responding, especially when emotions are high, allows time for reflection and mindfulness, ensuring that our words are chosen with care and compassion. Over time, this practice can transform even the most challenging relationships into opportunities for growth and connection. Buddhism also emphasizes the importance of cultivating inner peace through meditation, chanting, and reflection. Creating a designated space for quiet reflection or mindfulness meditation within the home can help to neutralize tension and bring a sense of calm to the environment. Burning incense, chanting mantras, or even listening to calming music can fill the home with healing energy, lifting the atmosphere and creating a sense of balance. As the Buddha said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. When we cultivate peace in our hearts, it naturally spreads to our homes and to those around us. The more we practice mindfulness, patience, and kindness in our interactions, the more peaceful our homes will become. Just as we must tend to the weeds in a garden, we must also tend to our relationships in our inner lives, cultivating an environment of peace, love, and understanding. Your home is a reflection of your inner world. If it is filled with positive energy, cleanliness, and mindfulness, it will nurture your soul and bring prosperity. However, if it harbors negative elements, it can drain your energy and create an environment of stress and misfortune. By identifying these warning signs and making conscious efforts to maintain balance, you can transform your home into a sanctuary of peace, wisdom, and happiness. Incorporating Buddhist principles into your living space, such as practicing mindfulness, maintaining cleanliness, and creating a harmonious environment, will naturally attract good fortune and protect your family from unseen negative influences. When the mind is at peace and filled with kindness, it strengthens the energy of the home, preventing negative forces from taking root. Your home should be a place of light, positivity, and serenity. Let it be a sanctuary where you cultivate mindfulness, gratitude, and the wisdom of a peaceful life.